what you
No means
want.
nerds. No means nobodies. No means no nicks.
And
Fucking no means no
you
sickos.
what you
It is the No Means No Thing. No Means Nothing podcast. The podcast where three absolute still fucking idiots are going to do their very best to try to find the greatest No Means No song of all time. Spoilers. There isn't one. Holy shit. It's been 3 months. Feels actually like a year.
Hey, your thingy's
Really?
not moving on the thing. Your audio's not moving on the thingy.
It's still
It's
recording.
like a
I see my
straight
waveform.
dead
fine.
body.
Don't worry
All
about
right.
it. It's recording on mine. We're all good. So anyway, everybody, as you can see, it's been a while. We're still working out kinks. It's good to be back, man. I know I fucking missed this. I think these guys have missed this. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm one of your hosts, Jordan.
Hi, Matthew. Hi. What's going on?
I forgot who I am. It's been too long.
Yeah, I think it
My
was
name's Michelle. And it looks
Michelle.
Your
like
identity is too tied up in this thing, clearly.
my
Yeah,
cat
yeah.
Elvis is here too. He's looking.
Yeah.
He's gonna hang out soon. I can feel it.
Stay on that mic. You know what? Can you actually point the mic to your face a little bit instead of having it be
Mine
sideways? Is that
is?
possible? Turn
Yeah.
it. There you go. That's what we want. That's better.
I don't want it to look like.
It doesn't look like anything. It sounds
Okay.
like butter now. So
Oh,
don't worry
okay.
about what
All
it looks
right.
like. So anyway, boy, talk about an opening, everybody.
Can't
We're
believe it's
fucking
not
cooking
butter.
with gas. We are cooking with gas. But
And
listen,
butter. I prefer to cook with butter.
cook with butter. Listen, that's true. Gas is bad for you. Listen, everybody, it is really fucking good to be back. I have missed the shit out of this. I'm living in a fascist regime. We are all dealing with our own personal fucking shit. We're gonna spend a little time shooting the shit before we before we do this episode, which is not the official start of season 3. Let's get that out of the way.
All right.
I don't know what we're gonna call this one. It's like the other bests.
And
We're just gonna
amuse-bouche.
amuse-bouche. It's a little
Amused
amuse-bouche,
bush.
but we kind of need to get our juices flowing again. And we figured it's been long enough that you guys haven't heard from us. And frankly, I'm sick of hearing from Chuck telling me that I need to start a podcast. So
Oh my God, is
and
he
I've noticed
still-
actually a couple of people have joined recently. And don't listen to this one first.
no, don't listen to this one first. If,
Don't
if you're
do
just
that.
putting this on, go back, turn around.
Oh God.
This is really great. This is gonna be a great episode if you've heard us a lot, but not to start off on. So anyway, before we just start shooting the shit, let's dive in and talk about the power of positive drinking. As we all remember, I'm a whiskey drinker, and I have a absolutely unhinged amount of whiskey in my glass tonight.
Yeah, that's a solid pour.
Yeah.
I
It's a
probably
pint.
should not drink all of this. And you know what? Fuck that. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway because I haven't had whiskey in a really long time. Maybe not since last recording, but it's been a very long time. So that's me, a little Griffo cast whiskey. Michelle, what's on your deck for this evening?
Oh, I wonder what it could be. I have a Genius pint glass, which is a
Okay.
spoof off of one
Wait, I
of
got to
the
put both cans on so I can hear
wonders
it
of the
fully.
world. Oh, right. I got to move the mic down.
Why am I not hearing it?
Yeah, it got cut out.
It got cut out. I didn't hear anything.
Michelle, did you press a button? on your mic?
Michelle, what'd you do? We lost
Hello?
Michelle's sound. There
Hello?
she is.
Now it's great.
We lost it.
I think to reposition the mic, I pushed the
Oh,
power. I pushed the power off button.
This is all time, ladies and gentlemen, all time. So anyway,
Oh my
I
God!
didn't-
I'm drinking
I'm,
Guinness.
sit-
Jesus.
I'm sitting here with blue balls. Never got my fucking can opening. God damn it. Okay, we're rusty as fuck. All right, Matthew, please rescue us. What have you got this evening?
Well, I have a couple things. There's still one thing left from the 6 cans of
hell
soft drinks that you. No, I'm not gonna drink the last one because I've been looking at this one for some friends of mine went to New Zealand and they brought back. They actually used to be my next door neighbors, and they brought me back this fresh up Big Fizz Feijoa Burst, and the Feijoa is a special plant to me. I got rid of a horrible murder hedge with 3-inch thorns when my neighbor had kids, and I planted Feijoa instead, which is a temperate member of the guava family. I got fruit on it last year for the first time after 5 years. The plants are, I guess, 8 or 9 years old. I grew them in pots.
Jeez.
So I grew them all from seed from a fruit that I ate.
Whoa! Oh
Uh,
shit!
And
That's
so
how
Proud
you do it.
papa.
the,
You're a
the, the
proud
next door
papa.
neighbors, this hedge wasn't there, but one of them actually is a New Zealander. And feijoa grows, it's originally from like South America, but it grows naturalized in New Zealand all over the place, and they kind of associate with it.
That's
Uh,
so cool.
so yeah, I
Wow.
got
And
the
you can grow it up there?
feijoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Not they don't get as big and robust, and I kind of have to play bee myself with a little paintbrush.
Oh,
But that
Really? Are you
oh yeah,
impregnating the flowers?
that
yeah.
makes me so happy. I want that's fucking
Oh.
awesome. That's
I'm
been an
I'm a bee.
artist. You're a bee
Yeah.
artist.
And when I because this
Bee
is
artist.
a non-alcoholic drink for if I make my way through that or if it's gross, I do have a
The
bottle
hell?
of Glenmorangie.
Fuck yes. Fuck
So
yes.
What is
when I have
that?
it's scotch. When I have a bottle
Oh,
of
okay.
scotch in the garage, I like to have one. I don't buy a lot of brown liquor because brown liquor is a bit of a problem. But it was Father's Day yesterday, and my dad was a scotch drinker, so I decided to have a little bit of that. And
Oh,
Good
nice.
for you, man.
his birthday is next month, so I like to commemorate him on that as well. So
Nice.
when I have a
Yeah.
bottle of garage scotch, I like to call it garage. So I'm going to have some garage, maybe 2 fingers of garage later after my feijoa drink.
Sweet.
Oh, Jesus.
Sweet. Well, that
Wow.
Anyway,
rules. Well,
I've had this this feijoa drink. They got back at the end of March, so
Oh, shit.
I've been really wanting to
saving
try
it.
it. Yeah,
nice. Almost since the last time we had our podcast, so that's very appropriate.
Jesus Christ, has it been since March for real?
It has. And even
Wow.
then, we were doing like one a month, so it's not as if we've been on a blistering pace. So, yeah, man. I mean, what else? Anybody at home, God knows you need to drink
oh
it.
hell,
if you
that's
got
refreshing
it.
as hell.
It's
Not too sweet.
Oh, is it?
No, it's
That's
it's
cool.
Is
tart
it? And it's fizzy, right? It's
Yeah,
it's
it's fizzy.
carbonated.
Yeah.
Yep.
It even says
Feijoa.
fizzy fruit drink because in parts
Fizzy
of the
fruit
Commonwealth they say frizzy drink instead of carbonated beverage.
Frizzy. I like it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, very
Well,
tasty.
Pour yourself out one. You know the rules. You can drink on the toilet, on
Sabbath.
your walk, on
the
your
Sabbath.
living room, with some pals at the pub. Not while you're driving. That's all we ask, unless it's a fizzy drink. In which case, fucking do it. Crack it open.
Carbonated drink.
So yeah,
Yeah.
crack it open. And yeah, man, fucking holy shit. So much has been going on. We're living in. Two of us are living in a fascist state.
Oh.
So that's good news.
And I'm living in a state that is, well, doing a pretty good job.
Doing a pretty good
Of
job.
not paying attention.
Yeah. You're welcome, I
Yeah.
guess, that we gave you that big swell of let's not slip into our own brand of Trumpism.
Good point.
I don't know that it was
can't say
worth
that
it.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know that it's worth it, but I just came, this weekend there were those huge No King protests. Went out to that wearing
Right.
my wrong shirt and holding an Andor sign, so felt pretty good about that.
Yep.
And there were so many fucking people there. I swear to God, like 2/3 of my town was out. I heard the
Yeah.
same story all over the place. Fuck this guy. His time is through, and I think the writing's on
Yep.
the wall. I don't know how it's going to work. If we're all alive, if Iran and Israel don't fucking nuke us, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Anyway, all I know is that we're sitting here and we get to talk about the best band in the world, but other shit has been going on. Michelle, I'd like you, if you don't mind, to
No,
share a little bit
I'll talk.
of what you've been going through in these last months.
But before I do that, I want to remark also about the No Kinks thing. I went to that too. My sign was very small, and I went there an hour late, but apparently there were 8,000 people there, which
Fuck
is
yeah.
a lot for my little town. And
Oh yeah, wow.
yeah,
That's crazy. I mean, there's only like 90,000 in the whole city.
well,
Yeah.
we may have had some suburbs people come in,
Yeah,
and,
still though.
and stuff like that. It was a beautiful day. Like I mean, it was
Nice.
just perfect. Like if you were in the shade, you had a hoodie on. If you were in the sun, you didn't.
In any case, that's
Perfect.
super impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the other thing too, we're so close to Canada, and it's frightening how. I mean, I love what Canada's doing. You want to hurt somebody, hurt them in the fucking wallet, man.
Yeah.
I
We can't call our thing No Kings, so we do call it No Kings, but we have a king, so we have to
Right.
have no timer.
I mean, it's hurting a lot of businesses. Canadians
Yeah, because no one's
not
coming over from
out.
their Costco or
No, I
Trader
know.
Joe's or any
I
of that,
know.
right? Yeah.
And they just opened a second Trader Joe's here too, and I wondered if they were
Whoops.
even going to do that. But
Well,
it's kind of
Point-
nice.
Point
'cause the-
Roberts is fucked.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that, and they're kind of begging for just people
Yeah.
to come in and yeah, it's bad, but I get it. I totally get it. I have a couple of
Hell yeah,
friends
of
that have
course.
businesses, and like 20% of their businesses has gone to shit.
Well,
But
Yeah,
I
doesn't
it's hard to be
surprise me.
selective. People do try, but yeah, it's hard to be selective, and
No, man,
yeah,
it's blunt force. We got to
yeah.
take some of that. I mean, even though we're not quote unquote to blame, I don't
right.
want I don't want other countries to support this bullshit, right? Like,
Yeah.
no, make
Yeah,
them suffer.
exactly.
That's how our voters are going to be like, you know what? That's not what I meant. Sorry, I
Exactly. You
was a
gotta
fucking idiot.
right. Yep.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah,
hit people in the pocketbook.
I've
So
switched in my business. I try not to go to American
yeah,
suppliers anymore.
good, good.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
So the other
well,
thing
that's why
that's
we've
been
got
going
one
on with
Canadian on this podcast, so that
Cho-
we're not fully American. We've got a little bit of credit. It's about a Canadian band, and there's no tariffs yet. So sorry, Michelle. Go ahead.
No, and you've got one woman on. And speaking of being a woman, I I'm gonna use this opportunity as a PSA to all the ladies and maybe even some men because maybe this could maybe happen to men. I'm not
It
sure.
does. Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. I have had over the last month or so 2 surgeries to help me get rid of some very early, very detected breast cancer. And it was realized with just a routine mammogram. And ladies, please just go out and get it. I know it sucks to have, the girls squished, but science is so fucking cool. I don't know how they saw this, but they did. I've had a series of biopsies. I've had an MRI with a biopsy, which was really painful because you're squished already, but then they stick a needle in that's not so very small.
Oh
It was
Jesus!
awful. It was awful. And I couldn't move. Yeah, that sucked. That was almost the worst. And I've
Oh my
had 2
God!
surgeries. So, yeah, I've had a couple of weeks off, and I had to use vacation days at work because I ran out of the sick days. But I
That
won't start talking
sucks.
about that. I know. I'm so pissed.
That's
I'm
fucking
so
so
pissed.
lame.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been dealing with that, and my post-op appointment with the doctor is tomorrow to see if I'm in the clear, and I have heard the results back from it, but I will have to have radiation after this. I don't know what that entails, but I know it's sunburny type stuff. So, but yes, ladies, please, please get your mammograms. It's very important. And
Yeah, and
this
catching it
this
early
was
like they did with you
exact.
is
Oh
is the
my god,
best, right? Like it's not
this.
good,
Yep,
but
this was
yeah,
stage 0. It's
yeah,
considered a
that's
cancer,
fucking
but it's called DCIS, ductal carcinoma in situ or in situ. I'm
mm,
not sure how to say that word, but it
in
means
situ. Yep.
in place. So it's confined into the well, I don't want to say it, but what the boobies are for, the milk ducts.
Yeah,
Uh,
nothing wrong about that.
No.
it's just kind of weird. I never used mine, but anyways, it's
Well,
confined to that area,
we're
and
mammals,
I
so we're
okay,
named after it, right?
yeah, right,
Phone your mom. You're human.
yeah. So yeah, it was confined to that area, but I mean it's amazing to me how they found it on a mammogram, and there's people that specialize this, and I just fuck yeah to science, seriously, high
No
five,
kidding.
and like oh my god, I haven't had an operation in a while, but have you guys ever had an operation and they put you out, and then they
Yep.
wake you up? That is fucked, so fucked. I thought it was fascinating. I don't remember a goddamn thing, but when I woke up from the second surgery, it hurt like a mother. So I've been taking painkillers and dealing with the side effects of painkillers, which is no fun. But anyways, I'm here and
Well,
it's cool.
yeah, man, and that's a lot to fucking deal with. It's a scary
Yeah,
fucking thing, even if it's
yeah,
stage 0. It's the cancer word, right? This fucking scares
yeah.
all of
And if I
us.
had not had the mammogram to just
Yeah.
check things out, it
Yep.
would have progressed to outside of the area, then to the
Yeah.
lymph nodes, then to other
Yep.
organs, and then you get far enough along, and
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
why.
good.
That's
yeah.
why I let
Yeah.
them
We're all middle
put their
aged,
finger
and
up my butt. Right?
yeah, no,
We gotta
exactly.
get it checked.
Get those unpleasant
Yeah,
procedures.
yeah, unpleasant procedures, exactly.
I have it from I have colorectal cancer from both directions, mom's side
Oh
and dad's
fuck.
side. So yeah,
I do
I get
too.
to have it even more often
Oh,
than
More
average.
frequently.
Yeah,
those are the
but
worst.
getting real good at staying up late and drinking that disgusting stuff that they.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, it's an unpleasant process, but what's much less
What's
pleasant
worse?
is
Hospice.
a painful death. Yeah, so
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
fuck around, people.
mhm.
Yeah.
Especially those of you in countries with healthcare where they'll fucking do that shit for you easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it. But the good news is all three of us are fucking here. And I have to say, it is absolutely a joy to see your faces. It has been too long. It's been a real bummer to not have this show in my life. A little preview
Yeah.
of what it's going to be like when we're not doing this podcast anymore, which is going to fucking suck. We still got a little while, though. So what are we going to do today? Today, we are going to go through an absolutely bullshit list of of bests. Just
I had to psych myself up for these, man. Like,
yeah, me too. And
I locked into it eventually, but boy, it was not easy.
I mean,
Not easy.
caveat. This is like my choices anyway are like how I feel right now. Like you ask me tomorrow, I'd have a different list. Like
Right,
none of this
yeah.
means anything. Like we're just not we're not
Right.
actually voting on anything. But you know,
yeah.
it's just the
Who
stupid
doesn't love
bests.
a top 10 list,
Who
right?
doesn't love it? Yeah, and there's a lot more than 10 on here, I think, but maybe not a lot more.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, oh, it might have been fun if we did it. I mean, we're gonna do it pretty loose anyway, but I don't think I could have come up with anything like if I hadn't put some prep in.
Yeah.
The immediate recall would
Just
have
like
been
you were
impossible.
just talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
You prep.
It's just like,
exactly.
yeah, what's your
and
what's
if
your
if
favorite
you-
food?
Right, exactly. And if when we go through this pre-selected list, if you have any others, like Parker threw a couple at me earlier, like
Yeah.
what about best this? We can toss those in just at the end to be like, hey, what about fucking that? What do
Yeah.
you think about this?
Most
It's
of
all
mine
loose.
have at least one. At least one. Most of many of them have two or more.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There's no rules here.
Mhm.
There's no rules. It's just so that
Mhm.
we can, I don't know, talk about this band, which I did really enjoy listening to a bunch of fucking songs over the last couple days, which I hadn't in a little while,
Mhm.
to sort of remind myself of some of these choices.
Hey,
So-
before we get into
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
do you want to have a little blurb about how Dead Bob and all that, or
Yeah, so
Or
this
no,
is
I
really
mean, everybody
sad. I mean, I
knows.
think everybody knows, but Dead Bob was gonna roll through California.
Hmm.
They were gonna be. I was gonna get to see him 3 fucking times, which
All right.
whatever. One of them in my hometown, and then bureaucracy took him down.
Yep.
Just took him down.
Yep.
So they had to cancel their tour. It's incredibly sad. I feel as sorry as I feel for myself, which is pretty fucking sorry. I feel really bad for the band, right? Like
Yeah,
they were
Dave
really
tried to
counting
go
on
to the
this.
border with
I
with
know,
a
I
hope
know.
and a
Well, and I'm
prayer.
sure like they ordered all the merch, they took all the time, like
Yep.
they took the time off, probably all the schedule arranging, all of that. I
Yep.
mean, the
Yeah.
good news is at least
Taking ferries to get the hell out of like the
I
ass
know.
end of nowhere where John lives.
at least on the other side of this, they
Two.
get to go to Europe, which is
Yeah.
great. So that's fucking fantastic. They'll
Yep.
have more fun there anyway. And John has said that he's hoping to, we'll see, make it back down here in the fall. So our hope is that's the case. But if not, we'll see him next year, right? 2026. I know they'll be back, but what a fucking bummer. Feel so bad for
Mhm.
them. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, Dead Bob still
And
kicking.
They
fucking
did make a
ass.
point saying that it was bureaucracy and not the current political climate.
Yes,
It was,
I
sounded
was
like it.
impressed by that.
Yeah.
Even though I
that's-
wanted to
would have
blame
been
it.
It would have been easy to poke the orange bear, but on the other hand, maybe it's best not to at this point if you're trying to get your visa approved. I don't know. They are kind of looking at social
Whee!
media. All right. So we're gonna
All right.
go ahead and start this bullshit. Again, a list of bests of, and then at the end we'll poke in a couple of worsts. We're gonna start with this one. What is No Means No's best album opener? Meaning the first song on the list. Michelle, what do you got one for us here?
Oh no, I was just making a sound effect for the.
No, I know,
a
but I'm
drum
just
roll.
wondering if you've got
Oh,
one. Decide in
yeah.
order.
I have 2. No, 3.
Yeah. Oh,
What if I
shit.
have 3? Is that all right?
Well,
I'll
what's
just
your
mention
top,
'em quick.
and then tell us the other ones. Yeah.
Oh, top one is Now on 0+2. The Day Everything on the EP, and Joy.
Fuck yeah. All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are 3 great ones, all of which I would
Yeah.
agree with. Although I put It's Catching Up because I think that opening is so fucking iconic,
Yeah.
and almost nothing screams instant
I
No
should've
Means
put
No
that, too.
more than just that thudding opening bass line. But it was hard. I think Now is probably my other top one because it's so fucking good. Matthew, what do you think about these ones?
Well, I said Now and Joy
Yay!
and The Day Everything Became Nothing.
Oh my god!
I'm the outlier. I mean, those
You
are
said
so
the same
fucking
ones as
good
me.
for all different reasons. Those are all just absolutely incredible.
But honestly, I think probably Now.
Yeah, Now is
If
so
you
good.
had to pick one,
if I had to pick
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
so
Day Everything Became Nothing might be. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Day
That's
Everything
good
Nothing,
depending on the day.
especially if they could pop in the live and cuddly version on there because that
Yeah.
the opening to that version is just
Oh.
It's just so much we're driving. You know.
yeah.
Now builds in a really
Yeah.
interesting
Now
way.
is so good.
What I do think that just the fact that the only the compilation was the now was for the first one on the compilation that was and the only thing available on the internet legally for a lot of people. So Now is a very, very good song to introduce like a host of people.
Oh,
to.
fair,
Probably is the first song that a lot of people did hear, and I think
yeah.
it's a good one. It's good, but it's also maybe more accessible and kind of
100%.
is a broad
100%.
band, but without being still being very, very true to No Means No and what they are, what they do. Yeah,
it's as rich as their richest material for sure.
Yeah,
but it has an accessibility that doesn't denigrate. Right? That's not accessibility can be a dirty word, but it's not in this case. And I've told the story many times on this podcast about how that was the only song that the fucking redneck who used to sell me weed up in Mendocino who'd come over would always be like, "Put on that song. What is it now? Put that on." And we'd fucking
Put it
listen
on
to that.
now.
And then I'd kind of go like, "What about this one?" And be like, "No, turn that off. Just that one." I'm like, "All right,
just that one.
all right."
Another one I wrote down was actually the intro to the Mr. Right and Mr. Wrong.
It's pretty good.
The
vocals.
It's like some fictitious. Yeah, that's fun too.
It is fun. It is fun.
Well, the bit of the racist pastiche of a Japanese announcer, I don't know if I like that quite so much. It's like,
oh yeah, from Canada, no means no. Yeah, it's pretty, but hey, it was the 90s. What are you gonna do?
Who did that? Was it Tom or John that did that? I think it was. No,
I think that's John. Tom did
Rob,
the
maybe.
Buzz Ryan vocals, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's time for them to pay.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right. Well, good. I'm glad to be the outlier on that one. Although I agree with both your choices. All right. So now we'll do the flip of that. The best album closer. The closing song. Matthew, what's your best album closer?
Joyful Reunion.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
I think
Michelle?
I just because of what it is, because of the album that it ends.
Right. Right.
And also because of how meaningful it is to me and inspiring.
Yeah, I know
those
the last couple songs on an album in particular seem to really have had a real emotional resonance with you.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely. That's didn't even need to look at any of the other ones. And also a bunch of their and all of these considerations are like which version. I never heard. I never had vinyl. So I never heard what the final song on the vinyl version. So Ron got all buggered up by them jamming too much shit into it. So yeah, my answers are the last song on CDs, I guess.
Yeah, that's all. None of this matters. Like I said, this is just our experience. So fuck it. Michelle, what's your best album closer?
I had a couple or three. I had Self Pity on 0 + 2 = 1.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Self Pity's not on 0 + 2 = 1.
On Sex Mad.
Sex Mad.
It's not on
Sex Mad. Oh! You know what I wrote above 0 + 2 = 1? It was the Canadian release of 0 + 2 = 1 had Self Pity at the end.
No, it didn't.
That's what it said on the Wikipedia.
No, the Canadian version of Sex Mad had that, and I think the other one had.
All right. Well, I like Self Pity. All right, I'm going to put it in
Self-Pity.
all of these answers. How about that?
So Self Pity is your ending.
Oh, no, okay. Lonely from Small Parts, and I like the Jungle. The Jungle.
Jungle's fucking great.
That's good.
Yep.
Jungle's really good. Yeah, so I put Joyful Reunion also because I think it does. I was talking to Parker a little bit about this, and they break the trope that happens with a lot of bands where they'll have a penultimate song that is like
mhm.
really moody and long and epic, and then kind of fuck up on the last song. Whereas here, the penultimate song is kind of moody and long and epic, and then they just crank it up to 14 and say like, take this shit right up the ass. Like, come on, take
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah,
so good. It's so
and
good.
actually, yeah, in some ways too, people, bands, they like to put their most energetic song on first on the album.
Yeah.
And now is not that.
No. Yeah.
But Joyful Reunion is certainly, I would say, the most kicked up to 11 song on that album, maybe.
100%.
Mhm.
Other than maybe
know.
what is it? I think you know, yeah. But that's different. That's Jack.
That's
Hill.
different.
That's different. So
And that doesn't really
when I-
begin or end. It just
No,
sort of
no,
comes out of
exactly.
nowhere and fades out into
and
nowhere.
fades in and
Yeah.
out, yeah.
That's why it's hot shit.
It was interesting. Parker chose on this one. He chose All Lies, which I thought, oh yeah, you know what? I'd pick that too. It's just that as in the CD, I never consider that the end of the album, even though it really is the end of the album. All Lies is the end of Wrong, and to me, it's such a great fucking song to end it with. So yeah, I would say that's great also. But Joyful Reunion takes it for me for sure. All right. Next category, best 1-2 punch. So
This
I'm gonna
is
go
gonna
first
be
on this one, and I'm gonna
good.
take yours, Michelle.
Oh,
This
come
one
on.
really does taste like Fajoa.
Oh, nice.
It's sort of weird flavor. Fajoa has a weird flavor. It actually tastes like it. Not just like oh, interesting
Fajoa.
fruity flavor. It actually tastes like it.
Well, they probably
Magilla
use
Gorilla.
actual Fajoas. Many Fajoas were killed in the making of that fizzy drink.
Well, I looked it up and it said 19% apple juice, 1.2%.
Everything's got that
Apple?
much fucking
Oh,
apple
man.
juice. It's the most common thing in the world. It's like chicken stock. All right. So the best 1-2 punch is clearly Tired of Waiting Stock Taking. I mean, it's clearly, objectively,
Yes.
no argument. There are other ones you could do, and I'm sure I hope someone does. But I mean, come on. These are two songs that go together like chocolate, peanut butter and jelly, peanut
Yep.
butter and my fingers. I don't know, whatever.
Right.
Michelle, I'm not going to ask you. I know what yours are, but you can say
No,
what you know.
I got two.
Oh yeah, what's
Oh,
your
you're
other
not
one?
going to ask me? I had
am.
two. I had Tired of Waiting Stock Taking, number one. Number two is Brother Rat, What Slade Says, fucker.
Oh yeah, I can't even consider
Come
that two songs.
on.
To me, that's all one song. So yeah, I agree
Sorry.
with you.
Yeah, actually.
I agree with you. It's just
Totally.
I've never separated them in my head.
Yeah,
I
no,
have.
But you're
exactly.
right; they're so good.
Well,
Well, they're
I have.
listed. They're listed separately in the liner notes. I know.
Thank you.
No, they are. They
Yeah.
are. I mean,
So,
you're objectively
yeah.
correct, and you're also right in the fact that that is one of the best 1-2 punches. I'm just
It is.
Yeah, my bias is I've never separated them. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Michelle, I mean, no, we just talked to you. Matthew,
Yeah.
the other one.
Maddie,
Ghosts and
Maddie.
Joyful Reunion.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
And
Very, very good.
it's Catching Up the Tower. It's, that's gonna be right up there as well.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, like
Holy shit, I know.
with any of these fucking things, there's only a few wrong answers to each of these, and mostly a bunch of right answers. So now we're gonna. It's almost the same question, but a little bit different. What is the best opening run? Meaning the best opening 3 songs on an album. Matthew, what do you think about this? Which album is the best opening 3 songs?
Now the Fall and 0 + 2 = 1.
Yeah, I had that as one of my choices. It's fucking what a epic run that is.
It'd be interesting to think, and I didn't really take the time to do this because I kind of stopped listening to albums this way, but I thought that it would be interesting to like the first 3 on a side when sides were a thing. That would have been kind of an interesting way to go about it too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't listen to any of these on albums ever, other than Mr. Happy for a little bit. Yeah, it's all been CDs or streaming eventually, or MP3s.
I had tapes though. I had tapes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had tapes first.
I had a few.
Mm-hmm.
So Michelle, what's your best?
I still
opening
have
run?
those tapes. I had a list of 2. I had Sex Mad Dad and Obsessed.
Okay.
And from Mama, I'm gonna give Mama a shout out. Living is
yeah.
Free, Roommate, and Red Devil.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking good. That's good. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not on the Sex Mad train. Those are two of my lesser appreciated songs in that list. But
What?
but I mean, they're great songs. They're just not my favorite. But fucking, I can't get mad about Mama. That kills.
Yeah.
I do agree 0 + 2 is one of my choices, but the other one I'm gonna give it up for Mr. Happy, which I think the sequencing in that is incredible overall. And I think the move from Land of the Living to the River to Machine is really kind of genius and underrated and understated, even though they're all very loud songs. Um, I just think there's a weird story that kind of builds through it in a weird way.
Wait, are
Anyway,
you
I just
talking
think
about
it's
album
brilliant.
sequencing now?
No, not yet. I'm just
Oh,
talking
okay.
about that's next.
Sorry.
I'm talking about the best
Yeah.
opening run. So those
Okay.
3
Sorry,
songs
buddy.
for me.
I'm sorry.
No,
All right.
that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Um, good. All right. Well, that does lead to the next
Yeah.
next one at bat. Best album sequencing. Matthew, what's your best album sequence?
0 plus 2 equals 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think Worldhood is really good too.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I could go with that. That's weird. I've never thought about the sequencing on that one. I'm going through all the songs in my head right now. That's why the silence. But you're right. They all go together in just the order that they need to, which is kind of my thing, right? Like in terms of sequencing.
Wish
I
had
don't
a
even have
bunch
to
of
like all the
screens to look
songs,
at
but
here.
they have to, or they don't have to be my favorite songs, but they have to follow one from the other.
Yeah.
Well, obviously that's what sequencing means.
Yeah.
Michelle, what
I had the same answer as Matthew. 0 plus 2 equals 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a masterpiece. That is pretty much what I had as well, but I would make a shout out, as I just did a little bit on the last question. I think Mr. Happy has genius sequencing. This is Parker's answer. He thinks that it's, to him, his favorite sequencing on any album, period, of all time. Like, he just loves the sequencing of this over any album.
But then, is he talking about the LP version without the
CD,
2 extra songs?
No,
okay,
the CD.
See, that's the thing too. So many EPs and so many blended albums. 0 plus equals then was maybe the only one that was never tacked onto or split apart or,
I think that's true, because I was thinking Dance. Nope, Dance was. I don't think Worldhood was. Worldhood didn't get junked with, right?
That's true.
But I think every other one did in some way or
so
another.
it's hard to be objective.
Maybe.
I have a feeling I might have liked Wrong. I know I would have liked Wrong a lot better had it not had the 2 songs and then additional 2 songs tacked onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The additional 4. I did have Wrong on there, and I am thinking about the album because I do think that the driving force that album pushes you through. Again, that's a little bias in the sense that I have so much affection for that memory of sitting in the dark, stoned out of my gourd in Russell's dorm room, listening to that album. But the sequencing on that album is fucking incredible. I don't think the sequencing on every one of their albums is incredible. None of them are bad, but they have some really incredible sequencing. Ironically, a lot of my songs on Small Parts and The Day Everything, I think, are absolutely the most genius songs, but I don't ever consider the sequencing in that. Like, I don't know to me that it matters that much. Maybe a couple of the songs paired together do.
You mean the EPs, you think? Is that what you're saying, the EP?
No, the whole, like, when I listen to the whole thing, right? Again, I listened to it as a CD. The day everything became isolated and destroyed. First of all, it's 2 EPs put together, so there, you're kind of like, well, the sequencing, whatever. But
right.
It doesn't. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know that it matters as much to me as it does on other albums. Those songs kind of stand apart. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. Interesting. All right. Best vocal performance, and for this we're giving each member their own, right? It's not overall. So I'll go first on this one. So for me, for Rob, I mean, I'd be an ass if I didn't say The River in a certain way, just because it's really his the vibration of his emotional energy just goes straight into my fucking soul. But I actually think that The World Wasn't Built in a Day is his best vocal performance, because I think it also reaches that intensity, but it goes to a lot of other places as well. He has so much subtlety and feeling and variety of what he's trying to communicate in that, and the intensity of when he's singing about sitting on the dock, singing to his loved ones and on the guitar. I mean, that part just makes me want to fucking cry every time. And then just the quietness and the sarcasm and the pity and the everything. It's just, it's gorgeous. I think it's an absolute highlight of his career, but it's impossible for me for Rob, because then I've got 0 plus 2 equals 1, which is him at his most brilliantly pedantic, or Mary, which is like just a voice from God in the back of my head telling me to, shoot up Congress. I don't know what. It's just fucking crazy. This guy's insane. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say world wasn't built in a day on that one. For Andy, it's kind of either. I think it's either
This is just
self-pity
rude.
or I am wrong, I think.
Should we go through
there's
each
so many
vocalist?
No, you're right. Let's go separately. Right.
Yeah.
So let's do Rob first. So let's jump to Michelle first for Rob. What's your favorite Rob vocal performance? If you have one?
I have several answers. Red
hear 'em.
Devil,
Oh,
Beat
it's so
on the-
good. Yes. Thank
Beat
you.
on the Brat. All right, no, I'm joking. I wrote that in as a joke. I'm trying to put in a canned
Jesus
laughter there.
Christ.
Okay. Actually, put in a canned laughter there. Tell our editor
Parker.
to do that. Yeah.
Got it.
So okay, in all seriousness, Red Devil, Real Love. Come on, Real Love, Jesus.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Machine, a little too. Okay, you started talking really funny right there, like
Yeah,
echoey.
All right, we're back from the great crash of 2025. Matthew, what's your favorite Rob performance?
I think The River and Mary are like pretty obvious ones, but I also wrote down I Need You.
Oh yes,
Which is a very
so good,
moving one, and actually Bitches Brew.
Oh, nice. That's a great storytelling one. That's where it's yeah, fucking hell
that?
yeah. You know what? And I think for I Need You, that ending part, the last bit of stanza is top shelf Rob. Especially that part for
Rabs
me is so fucking good. Yeah, I love that. Fucking love that. All right, well, let's talk about...
Hey, before we go on to the next one, would you like to have a redo of Boner Time?
Oh, please.
Yeah, okay.
Don't touch your mic. Just hold it up.
I won't.
You know, every day I start to ooze. And every day she starts to ooze.
Shh.
Oh, thank you. Oh, mommy.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
That's that good
Mommy.
shit. You just had to wait for it, folks.
That is a Guinness being poured.
All right. Yeah. So in honor of that Guinness, we're now going to move to the sneeriest.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Andy Kerr. Michelle, I'd like to hear from you about your favorite Andy performances. This is a tough one.
Anything with this guy. Oh my God. These next handfuls are brutal to me. Andy, I wrote down several again. Big dick, stock taking, some bodies when putting it all in order, and self-pity.
Fuck yeah.
I can't pick one. Go fuck yourself. I can't pick one.
I'm not going to go, but I will go fuck myself probably. But yeah,
sounded like you just did.
That's I'd agree with those. It's so fucking good. Self.
Yeah.
Maddie, what's your Andy shelf pick?
Your shelf. I like that.
Stock taking, obviously.
Yeah.
There are too many to choose from on Sex Med, and I think maybe that is his best vocal album, like the largest number, because he was doing so much.
That's right.
Of the
he was
the heavy lifting, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he just had the energy and the punk energy
ethos.
But I'm going to say my favorite isn't on any album. It's You Little Creep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's right. You've got a soft spot for that. That was a great song. Hey, I love that.
I do too.
That's fucking great.
I think it has like every facet of Andy is comprised in that one song.
I love it.
Yeah. No, I love
that. Good for you.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had self-pity mostly because that song, I don't know that it's his best performance, but it's one of the songs that has risen the most in my estimation having done this podcast, meaning that it was a song I didn't appreciate enough. And then listening to this podcast just made it explode into my brain.
Oh my God.
Sure. And I think he's absolutely incredible in it. But he's there isn't a song where Andy isn't incredible when he sings.
Right.
Like he's always absolutely
he's not phoning it in. He never phones it in.
Well, not just not phoning it in. He's like, he just goes places I have not heard any other vocalist go. He's incredible. Our Mr. Kerr. He's absolutely, without a doubt, one of the best hardcore punk vocalists of all time. He's so
Sorry to be rummaging
fucking
around
good.
here. I hope that's not coming through on mic.
It is coming through. What are you looking for?
A little bit, but not
I'm
much.
looking for a fucking hair tie. God damn it. It's hot in here. That normally I have one in my back pocket. I do not today. For some reason.
Jesus needs a ponytail. So I think self-pity, but I don't know. Yeah, all the ones you guys mentioned as well are just fucking top shelf, man. This guy. What I would say this.
Some
so I'm
bodies,
gonna put a little.
right?
I'm gonna put a little subcategory here for myself, and you guys can either agree with me or fuck right off.
Ooh, I like
the
this.
best. What is the absolute best ever of any band capturing of on-stage audience banter, and it is 1,000% Andy Kerr during Two Lips, Two Lungs, One Tongue.
Oh, yeah.
That is like, there is absolutely like so much of that just lives in my head rent-free every fucking day.
Yeah.
It's just unparalleled. Unparalleled. I don't give a fuck. That is just the absolute best.
I don't
That
either.
reminds me of something my father once said. This will only take about 20 minutes. When I was a boy. Yeah. Fucking all of that is just.
Please.
Oh. It's fucking all of it.
You're missing one of the best part of that we'll talk about soon.
All right, good.
What's the best part of that, too? What's the best part of that? What's the sauce on top?
I don't know.
How many people think he should finish the solo?
Oh no, I love that. This is not a democracy.
Come
fuck
on,
you.
yeah, fuck you. It's not a.
Yeah, that's been our rallying cry for.
I love that.
Literal years on this podcast. All right, yeah. So for me,
Hilarious.
I already said that. So we've all done Andy. I mean, not that way. So now we're going to talk about John.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, right. So for John, Matthew, why don't you take a crack at this?
Yeah.
Slowly melting. That's one.
Yeah.
I had
one.
that.
It's manic depression.
I had that too.
Yes, I hadn't even thought about manic depression.
I had that
Fuck.
too. Yep.
Both of those are top shelf. And they would actually be in my pantheon too. I did add Dark Ages because I think it's a great fucking performance. I love that song. I think it does a great job. But I think Slowly Melting really takes it. And knowing now the story behind manic depression, it's hard not to put that as the top John fucking thing because it's just that's so fucking great.
Guys, give me a minute. Sure. Let me do it over.
Yeah. That's fucking great. All right, and let's not forget Tom.
Wait a minute. I didn't give my Johns.
Oh, you haven't given it. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
I had 4 written down. Shit.
Let's hear them.
Matthew said 2. Manic depression was 1 on the Manu. Manic depression was 1. Slowly melting was 1. Sex mad. John sings sex mad, motherfuckers. And Widget.
Widget. Yes.
Widget.
Yes. Just listening to that today. That is a top shelf pick.
Yes.
Is equal to the tachometer pulses. Yeah, that fucking shit is so good.
Capstan motor.
Yeah. I really feel like
that
he probably could make all those sounds
nerdiest. That shows most clearly that John is a giant nerd.
Well, from what I remember, they just picked up what the story from not Andy. No, it was Andy.
No, I don't mean what he's talking about. I mean how he's talking.
Oh, how he's talking about it. Yeah. And he knows everything he's saying in that, right? Like he's just reading the manual for whatever fucking dual reel recorder they were talking about. But yeah, he understands all of that tachometer pulse shit. Yeah, that's top shelf. I love that.
You're going to have to turn me down for this episode. I can tell.
No, fuck that. That'll be up to Parker. He makes the calls. So I don't make the rules. So for Tom, for me, this is easy. Tom's best vocal performance, I think, is Hot Kills the Punk. I think he does a great job on that.
Yes, that was mine too.
Yep. It's a great song.
Not a lot to choose from.
Not a lot to choose from.
I think that's the only one where he sings lead.
Wiggly Worm, I think he sings lead.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and he's good on that too. But I think Hot Kills the Punk is
definitely
by far his best. So that would be mine. I don't know. Does anybody else have any other?
I
did write. There's not a lot to choose
from.
Lost.
What?
He sings the backup.
The backup. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'll do that. Yeah,
okay.
I was in my head thinking lead, but I will absolutely allow that 100%. Yeah. I mean, we all know that Tom's best vocal performances are in Show Business Giants. Like that guy fucking slays. So there's a whole oeuvre waiting for those who have never. I can't imagine there's anyone listening to this that hasn't, but Tom has a giant bucket of amazing vocal performances to draw from.
Yeah.
All right, so now we probably, I don't know, I think maybe we're going to get to where we start to diverge a little bit here. Best bass performance. I had to say it.
Best bass performance.
Best bass
performance.
Put
the canned laughter in there again.
Yeah. let's start with you, Michelle. What's your favorite bass
Oh,
performance?
I had such problems with this
This is a
section.
hard one.
Okay.
Off the top of
I
your
had
head, doesn't matter.
I
None of
had
this
two
matters.
answers. I know. I had two
Great.
answers: Red Devil and Big Dick.
Oh, nice. I mean, two great answers for sure. Big
Okay,
Dick is one of the most athletic songs of all
Oh,
time, and it's just fucking
yeah.
kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that, Matthew.
There's sort of like which one you like best or are most
Yeah.
affected by, and then which is the best performance that you think of.
Sure.
So, Body Bag is
nice.
right
That's
up there.
buttery
for me.
smooth riff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fucking great riff.
And then
What
on
was
the other end, this is not buttery soft. This is going to come out of the speakers and tear a hole in your throat. 0 + 2 = 1.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
That song wants to kill and eat you.
And it does, as a matter of fact. It has devoured me many times and shipped me out whole out the other side. So I appreciate that. Great choices, both of you.
Long days too. I didn't write that down, but how about that? When he goes up in
Oh,
the octave
fuck
there,
yeah.
when he goes
Fuck
up in
yeah.
the octave, and he's singing it.
It's crazy. And
Jesus.
my dearest hope is that they keep that in the roster for Dead Bob, because there is a video of Colin and John doing this in their last round of shows. So I really hope that stays, because
I think I saw that when I was in Victoria, and oh yeah.
anyway, but
Yeah.
no one
Colin's
can match
killing it.
Rob and
Yep.
no one can match Rob and John on
Rob.
this. So mine is different. I think for me, I went totally on the emotional level, and Give Me the Push, I think, has such a beautiful bass line and is so driving. And I have already told both of you that I have a real hard on for D open G. So open D and G. I love that forever. And that's where Rob just lets that fucking fly. And I could tell that he loves it too. So it's like, oh, this is my Rob. So I just fucking love the bass performance on that 100,000,000%. All right. Best song. No, wait. That was best bass. I was going too far ahead. Best guitar performance. One for Andy, one for Tom. Oh shit. Matthew, let's start with you. This is fucking hard as shit.
Andy, Somebody's or Self Pity.
Okay. Good. Okay, can't argue with those.
Yep.
Tom is Something Dark Against Something Light.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very good. Michelle, how about you?
Oh yeah, that one with Tom. That's right. He was doing a lot of fucking finesse in that one.
Texture and interesting Middle Eastern scales.
Yeah, I should have
really like
written that down. We're doing Andy and Tom at the same time.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Do Andy first.
Andy, I had The Day. I just love the screaming guitar in The Day. Everything became nothing. It just
so good.
It's
so good.
The perfect fucking thing for what John and Rob are doing. And Junk. I love Junk. I love Junk.
That's good.
Junk.
That's a good
And
pick.
Tom is I've Got a Gun and a Hawk. I'd like
okay,
Tom is
nice.
Tom is a really great
straight
rhythm
ahead
guitarist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he sounds so fucking good. He sounds so good.
So good.
He's
tight.
He's a Malcolm Young of No Means No.
Yeah, no, I've Got a Gun. That's I could have put that one up there too.
Yeah, I don't love that song, but he's great in it. It's the guitar in that fucking rips.
Yep.
I got to admit, I'm definitely more of a rhythm guy, and I don't play guitar. I don't really have a great appreciation for a guitar. I've never really liked a lot of guitar wank in my music all that much, so I don't notice it much as naturally as I notice drums and bass, just because that's how my mind works. So when it impresses me, guitar, like noodly guitar, is going to irritate me way more often than it's going to please me.
Right.
Well, and isn't this so interesting, just to riff on this a little bit before I say my picks, why it's so interesting how different Andy and Tom are, because Andy is also not a lead. I mean, he'll fuck around with that once in a while, but his texturing is so not rhythm, right? He can do that, like fucking kick ass, but his textures are like so sharp and angular and from...
What do you call them? Triangles? Not isosceles, they're fucking...
acute
angles.
He's coming in from those non-Euclidean angles that are just like straight into my eyeballs in a way that I find absolutely transcendent. And yet we've got Tom, who really is a absolute top tier rhythm guitarist. Like he added that into No Means No. That was a huge bifurcation when they went. Now, for me,
And
to
I think
kind of
maybe more than Andy, Tom's personal taste and maybe what he's influenced by is more 60s stuff, and
Yeah,
Andy is
garage.
Yeah.
more sort of more
Yeah.
really pure punk and stuff and everything like that.
Post-punk,
Maybe
yeah,
Wire.
no, that's true.
yeah.
Gang
So
of
so
Four.
my picks for this self-pity I fucking love, but also
Yeah.
Small Parts I think is fucking great. I love his work in that because he's got great rhythm, and also his angular stuff really comes in. So he plays in a lot of different places in that. But frankly, all of Andy's guitar work is my
Yeah.
favorite. I think it's every song highlights him in a different way. He is not the same from song to song.
Yeah, you're goddamn
you can't
right.
go like, oh, this is how Andy plays. It's like, how is Andy going to do it in service of this song? And he finds the perfect way to play the guitar in a way that no one else would have for that song. It's wild. For Tom, though, my pick is with no hesitation, A Million Miles Away is a little too high. I think his guitar work in that is fucking incredible.
Yes.
I love how wild it is. That's as wild as he got.
Yeah,
and
I was trying to figure out what song that was in my head, and I couldn't remember, but I was looking for it, and yeah, you're right.
I just think I feel like he let loose on that song in a way I have not heard. Like Hot Killed the Punk is really tight, but a little too high is where he just let himself fucking get loose as shit.
Yeah.
And I just love it. But all those choices are right on point.
Yeah, I actually rummaged back through my notes for that one. I couldn't find it.
But, well, there you go. I'm glad I had it on my list.
That song kicks.
It's fucking so good. It's so good. So wait, I'm gonna throw in a category here, just because.
Ooh, I love the secret categories. Yeah.
So, because I think a little too high fits this bill for me, along with that whole album. Best album production. Like, which one actually is the best produced in terms of quality? For me, it's One without a single doubt. I think One is like, you don't have to like that whole album, but chef's kiss, like, not a flaw in the production on that. Every instrument is mic'd exactly right. The vocals are mic'd exactly right. Everything's exactly the right levels.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking, none of their other albums match that. Now, they're all great, except for Small Parts, which really, it's great for what it is. And maybe it wouldn't be good if it were engineered perfectly, but it's not engineered perfectly. But what do you guys think? What is your favorite? I know this is off the cuff, but
I'd be hard pressed not to say Asphalt, to be honest.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't hit me the same way as One does. I don't know. I wouldn't agree. Doesn't mean wrong, but
I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just like there's more of all the members in Asphalt, even though it's a very John album, and One is a very Rob album.
Yeah,
there's no such thing as a very Tom album. But,
One feels like it. I'm standing over a pit that it has no bottom. Like, I just feel like there's no cutoff.
Some kind of bottomless pit, then?
Maybe. I mean, if you want to be pithy about it, I don't feel like in this pit that has no bottom.
Why am I laughing so hard at that?
Anything gets cut off or clipped or I don't know. I mean, Asphalt is really well produced. But I don't mean. Well, anyway, yeah, no, that's a good choice. I would say
soft spot because I was actually there for part of its recording.
Well, so there you go. That's
so you got a soft spot for it.
Yeah.
Michelle, what about you? Any opinions on that?
Yeah, I do have opinions. I don't know if I can name the album, but I love the ghosty drums and the far back stuff and the really high.
Oh, there's a lot of that in Small Parts. Like Small Parts has that like really ghosty back, like far
I
away,
love ghosty,
echoey.
reverby, far. Yes, I do like that.
Oh, yeah.
And just high end. I mean, I like the Minutemen, so I'm kind of, even though they're playing pretty hard on the bass, but I loved the ghosty drums.
I've said this many times about Small Parts, but yeah, it sounds like it was recorded in a basement, but then the basement had a secret passage to a vast echoing cavern.
That's right.
Is that a compliment?
Oh yeah,
a secret Borges library that goes on forever.
Because the production, it might not be that great, but I think it has maybe the greatest synesthetic quality on me.
Yeah. It added to their mysteriousness. It's like where
yeah,
is this happening?
it's common to shit on the production of that album. On the other hand, I don't think any single one of us would be satisfied if it got
I loved
changed.
ghosty drums.
I think we'd all be like, no, that didn't work. It is what it is on purpose, and it needs to be that way. Or maybe not on purpose, but it is how it is, and I couldn't have it any other way.
Yep.
It's the thinness and the quietness that is.
Yes.
It's like some
Thinness.
master that is a problem. It's not the actual mix. I don't think.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not the mix.
Yeah.
It's the it's somehow the mastering. But even to me, it's just too quiet. Like I just would want it up. I want to be able to turn it up louder, and I can't. It's not as loud as the other albums, but even that is like part of its charm. Anyway, we'll move on to the next written pre-prepared one, which is, this was really hard for me, and I don't have an answer. Best single lyric, best, not worst, best single lyric line. Matthew, one of our wordsmiths. What's one of your favorites? One of them.
Okay. I got
single
like
line, not stanza. We're not talking stanza.
Single line.
This is fucking hard as shit.
No, it's not. I got my answer. I'm gonna kill on this. I'm gonna kill.
Excellent. That makes me very happy.
I hear him in my sleep. I see him in my dreams. I see him crouch before some terrible machine. This one.
It's fucking great. That is a banger.
How about I'm seriously considering leaving home.
That's also I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
First a gentle murmur that calls from the heart, and then a great wind that will blow you apart.
So fucking good. Holy shit. Just makes me want to. Anyway,
every time.
Every time.
The second one.
I'll rise up again with the first rain, just the same.
Just the same. So fucking good.
His miracles abound, but they are drowned in the sound of tapping fingers.
Tapping fingers!
I don't know any of this.
How about cocaine psychosis?
Fuck yes. So I sanction and second all of those. Those are all absolute bangers. Michelle, what's yours?
All right, I'm adding one here because he got to say a bunch too.
Please go for it.
I'm gonna say the one I just added because a memory is a loaded gun, and I remember everyone.
Oh fuck!
That's from Ghosts, right?
Fuck yes.
Yeah, there's a lot from Ghosts.
A memory is
That's
a loaded gun.
So
Come
good.
on.
Oh my god! Yeah, Ghost is just filled with them.
A memory is a loaded gun.
We didn't ask the question like what is your favorite lyrics in a single song? That might be it for me. Ghosts.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good. Well, let's talk about that right now. After this.
Wait a minute. Can I say my
no,
favorite
no.
one
After
and then
no,
we
I
can
meant
talk about-
after. I meant after I do mine too. We'll have a new category. So yes, please finish, Michelle.
All right, and my number one all time favorite line of all time, foolish girl and swelling woman.
So good.
Come on.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. So good.
Isn't that amazing? How fat is that? How fucking fat is that?
I wrote a whole paper in college about that fucking line, basically about that song, but about that line. Oh yeah, yeah.
Foolish
for my human
girl
sexuality
and
class.
Swelling woman.
Yeah, so good.
Jesus Christ.
So fucking good. So this is an impossible category for me because I mean, clearly I've made clear on this podcast that lyrically to me this band is like transcendent. So I picked a really weird one. And the reason I picked it is because this line lives rent-free in my head all the time. It's not from the river. Talk about that in a minute. But I think this demonstrates to me how their subtle wordplay opens up continents of meaning. So count on your fingers. It's the rule of the thumb.
Right.
The fact that he takes a rule of thumb and adds a "the" into it, and with that simple article explodes a common phrase into infinite cascades of meaning is just like, fuck, dude. Like with one little flick of your wrist, you prove your mastery. This is like that fencing move where they're just like, all I got to do is bink and you're fucking toast, right?
You're dead.
All it takes is
dead.
one rule. So it just demonstrates. That's why I don't know. That line lives with me, like for many reasons, but just because I think it demonstrates Rob's mastery at mining, mining the human language. But there's just
look, a Dunkin'
lines.
Donuts.
Yeah, that one's pretty fucking great. So Matthew, you brought it up. Why don't you start us off? Let's talk about favorite lyric. Like in totality, what song has your favorite lyrics?
It's a tie between Ghosts and 0+2=1.
Nice.
Mm.
I mean, 0+2=1 has so many fucking
I mean, Jesus
terrifying
Yep.
images. The hoot of an owl and dreams of a mouse. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
lord!
Terrifying
Yeah.
and liberating to me. Like, it's not just terrifying. It's like
Oh yeah,
freeing
yeah.
one from the curse of logic and over rationality. It's fucking
The
genius.
murder is done. The temple is
Temple
founded.
is
But its
founded.
current is grounded.
It's
Its circuitry.
Its circuitry hums.
Circuitry
Fuck.
hums.
And that's the
Fuck.
terrible machine, I reckon.
Yep. Yeah, it's fucking incredible. Amazing.
And then
And Ghosts also is
the long
incredible.
climb into thin air.
Thin air.
There was nothing there.
Yeah.
So
Oh
fucking
man,
good.
I was such a late bloomer to Ghost because I was so jacked about the beginning of it, and I still am. I think it's some of their best music.
So good.
I love the beginning of
And,
Ghost.
and let's be honest, Ghosts of Time is one of the best remixes
oh,
that band has ever
my
done
God.
of its own music. It's so fucking good.
I fucking
shit.
love that. But and then I just forced myself to listen to Ghost, and even though it was kind of on the slower side, I did pay attention to Rob in the triplets or whatever you call the arpeggios. I'm like, this is a beautiful song, and the keyboards in that, and that was kind of ghostly with like, I don't know, it was watching a movie, listening to that song.
Yeah,
You know,
for
I
sure.
just saw another
you saw
lyric here.
colors, right?
Yeah.
You see colors.
Question the answers, stir the solutions. In the end, for
In
light,
the end,
you
for
must
light,
burn
you must
your
burn your
conclusions.
conclusions. I mean, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
Yeah.
that is so fucking. That
Mhm.
song is transcendent. It is
Yep.
fucking incredible. I find a lot of that in Mary too, but in a different way, in a more connected line to line. 0+2=1 is a esoteric grimoire of just fucking just balls.
Yeah,
ass.
that's a good word.
It's crazy. So for me, I
Grimoire.
don't
It's the
think
first time I
it's
heard that
gonna
word.
be. I don't think it's gonna be
Usually
any.
it's a book of
any
spells.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Wow,
going
I
to be
love
any shock that for me the answer's like 1,000% the river. Like, to me, that is a
Prophecy.
It's a deeply. It's not just prophecy. It's a deeply felt and communicated philosophical treatise. Like, he is putting forward a really deep worldview that is kind of unimpeachable, but also can be felt and understood on a multiple of levels, while using this metaphor that is so deeply entrenched in the world's philosophies. I just think it's a master class. I have not encountered any other song in any other fucking genre where every stanza I can unpack for an hour. And yet not just each stanza individually, each line individually, but how it all ties together with a performance that like adds this layer of feeling and vibration underneath it. That, anyway, clearly I've talked about this song for like 45 minutes straight once, so I don't need to do it again. But yeah, The River for me is without question my lyric favorite. But there's so many, as I've said, almost every song other than Beat on the Brat is like absolutely lyrically above every other band that's ever been. So we're going to move into our list again. Best grunt unintelligible sound.
No,
Don't miss
you
drum riff.
skipped
I
one.
think you missed drum riff.
You
yeah.
skipped a really, really
I?
fucking horrible one. A stupid
Where's-
one you
where's
asked of
my
us.
drum riff?
Best drum
Oh,
riff.
I don't see it on my. I must have accidentally deleted it on mine. Oh no, I unhighlighted it. No, I unhighlighted it because I don't have an answer because it's so
Okay.
fucking hard. Best
Yeah.
drum riff, Michelle. Go. You're on the hot seat. This is fucking impossible.
Let me see,
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
have.
How about the whole oeuvre?
Yeah. Okay, I wrote the opening of Ghost, Life in Hell, and I Think You Know. Those were my best drum riffs, and the ending of
Those are great.
and the ending of my favorite song of all time, which is fuck's my favorite song?
Tired of waiting?
Tired of Waiting. When he
So good.
puts. When he stops putting the accent on the first beat and he does it on the second
So
beat.
good. So good.
Come on, do you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I do know what you're talking about. Absolutely. It's fucking outrageous.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Those are all really, really good choices.
Yeah,
Matthew,
what'd you
where are
put,
at with
Matthew?
this?
Drummer boy.
I think it's the dialogue between the guitar and several riffs in Stock Taking, where it's like, burn,
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Fucking good.
That's where he does acrobats. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that
He's doing
those three fills. That's it
Yes.
for me.
Yep.
Those floor exercises. He's a gymnast
Yeah.
doing a floor exercise in that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No
And not
doubt,
just showing
Matthew.
off.
That's
Like, it
totally
is
right.
serving exactly what needs to be served by those.
Yes.
It's so fucking perfect. Flawless.
That was great, Matthew. You're
Flawless.
absolutely
That's
right.
great.
Yeah.
So mine is weird and unconventional. And I say this, the song is absolutely not one of my favorite songs. I don't think it's a very remarkable song of theirs. But John's drumming in this is, if you haven't listened to this in a while, go and listen to it right now or soon and just tune out everything else but John's drumming. I See a Mansion in the Sky. John's
Yeah.
drumming is fucking wild. Wild. This is John at his most loose jazz, fucking just like,
Love
I'm
it.
gonna just flex
your
my
mind.
shit and fuck you, right? So it's not like, I would agree. I think Stock Taking, I think all these others they're better choices. But when I isolate out just the drums from that song, it's wild. I encourage people to re-listen to it and really focus in on his drumming, because it is next
Yeah.
level incredible.
Yeah.
It's fucking next level. And I actually, here's a little bit of maybe a hot take. I don't think everyone else is serving John on that song as well as it deserves. Like, I think like Rob's lyrics could be serving him better. I think Rob's delivery could be serving him better. I think John is on another level in that song compared to what everyone else is giving him, which is really odd for me in a No Means No song, which I've always talked about how holistic everything is. That one, I don't feel like that's the case. And John is just on another level. And I'm willing to give it to him. I'm like, that's fine, because it's fucking transcendent. It's amazing. Anyway, so there's that.
Yeah.
All right. So we just did single best drum riff or best drum performance, which again is all of them. So now we're going to do something a little silly and fun. Best grunt or unintelligible sound. It can be words, but something that's lyric adjacent.
Sorry.
Quit fucking headbanging your mic.
I put my slippers on.
Your slippers
feet
is
are
cold. In the
My
Pacific
feet
Northwest.
are cold.
Matthew, you got one for this?
Oh.
That was mine. That was mine. 100% stock. That's Stock Taking. No, it's Tired of Waiting.
Oh my god.
No, it's Stock
Right?
Taking.
No, it's stock,
Stock
taking.
Taking. Yeah, 100%.
I can't do it right, but that's my best.
It
My best.
sounded great.
It's the best. It's the best. Michelle, what about you?
I used actual words. I like when John says, "I don't know what song it was." I don't think so, Rob.
Oh, that's good.
I
That's
like
Sex Man. Cat Says to Nazis. Cat Says
I
to
don't know.
Nazis.
It's
Well, I don't think so, Rob.
I don't think so, Rob. And then my favorite. This was the line from the Live and Cuddly. Is when Rob says, "How many
Oh,
people
yeah.
think you should fit his guitar solo?" And
Too bad. This is not a democracy. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Too bad. That's
Yep.
hilarious.
Mine was also the Stock Taking. Although I also, of course, love "Oh My Leg."
Mhm.
Oh
that's iconic.
right. Oh my leg.
But then my favorite weird opening yell is actually in front of "I'm All Wet." It's "Go into meditation."
Oh
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. I love that. I don't know why, but like, go into meditation. Like, where the fuck did that come from? I fucking love it.
And then John, what was it? Uh-oh. I think it was the day everything became nothing. He did. Uh-oh. God. I think
It's so good.
Yeah, I think it's
Not
in
on the
live
studio
version of it.
album, Live and Cover.
No,
yeah,
it's in the
maybe,
Live and Cuddly. Go, uh-oh.
All
Tell
right.
you.
So, best song opening. What do we got for best song opening? This is very loose. Can mean whatever you want it to mean.
Mhm.
I'll go first here on this one. So
okay.
I don't have any surprise here, but there's so many good song openings. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is a bullshit
better
category.
say
This
the
is all
right
bullshit
one.
categories. No, there is no right one.
No,
For
know,
me,
say
it's
Hey.
one I've brought up before, which is "Give Me the Push." I think that buttery bass line in the beginning is slow, but the way it introduces it and the way that
Whoa.
it flips and then it goes into something really intense, I fucking love it. I absolutely love that opening. I think it lives in my head rent free all the time. Fucking love it.
I like that line.
Very unconventional, but there it is. Michelle, what's your right answer?
the live version of The Day Everything
I mean,
Became
100%,
Nothing.
1,000,000,000%. That is fucking epic beyond compare. I'm
Come
positive that they
on.
could re-record that album. They would have used that opening as their opening. Yeah.
In
The groove.
Dutch.
Yeah. Eins, zwei, eins, zwei, eins, zwei, drei, vier. Yeah, so fucking good.
Oh, it's
you know
that's
what? Wait, I had
German,
it.
and then the first bit is like the Dach.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
Alex.
that's
Yeah,
John
Sting
said
Ding
that.
Ofling. So wait, I had a second one. I forgot, which was
It was the one I just
opening. Nope. Although the yes, I'm sanctioning that. No, it's the opening to "He Learned How to Bleed," which I think is the perfect example of how they open a song in the most epic part, as if you just came in the middle of like the epic middle of a song. Just it's like, oh shit, okay. Fucking, I thought you were gonna like take me to dinner first, but apparently we're just going straight to fucking. I better no lube even. We're just going straight in. All right. So yeah, that I love that one. All right, Matthew, how about you? What do you got for us?
No fucking.
Yeah.
It's certainly one.
A one, a two.
Yeah.
Nice.
Buckle my shoe.
A buckle
And
my
again,
shoe.
yeah.
And yeah. Good.
Dead Bob.
Okay,
Is a good one.
that's excellent. Excellent choice.
Metronome.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the beginnings of these. What the fuck?
Of metronome is just bum 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 bum
Oh.
bum.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Stop It has one of the best screams in the entire.
Oh, Stop It is one of the best. I didn't have best scream on here, but Stop It absolutely wins best scream hands
that
down.
was a good scream.
1,000%.
And in
yeah.
terms of another silly little intro, what?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, Bruno.
Yes.
Good.
But musically, those are all sort of little vocal intros.
Yeah.
Well, Stop It and Dead Bob and Metronome aren't, but Lost actually is one of my favorite.
Oh,
intros,
that's really good. That's really
like,
good.
Yeah. It just builds and builds and builds.
So good. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. 100,000,000%.
Man, this band sucks.
God,
Terrible.
they suck ass. So hard to come up with these things because it's like, what's good? All right, that was best song opening. What's the best song closing? Matthew, we'll start with you.
The Jungle.
Oh,
nice.
The Jungle.
Okay.
Because there's that big break and then there's like ruff, ruff, ruff.
Oh, the
Bling.
false ending. Nice.
Yeah.
So you're talking about that. I love it.
Dad, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually Paradise is another one where it just like kind of goes all in. There's just one little spring on the piano right at the very, very end.
Yep. It's good.
Aw.
That's good.
And it's a
choices.
good ending to that whole album, actually. I think.
It is. Actually, you're right. Michelle, how about you?
Hey there. What's a girl like you doing in a place like this?
Actually, I'm a little science major.
I've been looking at you all night. Come on.
So fucking good.
Jesus
And you know what? That's not
Christ.
on the demo version.
Bow,
That's
bow,
not on the demo
bow.
version. So they definitely added in
Bow,
the
bow,
good
bow.
parts. Yeah, so fucking good.
Bow, bow, bow.
So good.
That's all,
folks.
Come on. Number one.
It's so good. It's so good.
Jeez.
So
All right. What about you?
I had a
Did you
different
already
one,
have-
and I don't remember what it is. I have my answer because Parker had given me one that I'm like, oh yeah, but I don't remember what it is. So sorry. My favorite is what Slade says. The way that one trails out, and the way that you have the voice, and you have Rob talking back to you, and I swear to God, at the very end, he's like, "What? What? Oh, you too?" It's like, oh, it just gets me every fucking time. Like he's talking back at me, listening to the song.
It sounds so
right,
good
it's
too.
so hard, and just the way that it's like the key, the piano, and the guitar. It's just like they don't have many songs that fade out, right? And that one to me, the fade out is earned because of the content of the song. It's best that I just slowly get pulled away into the void,
out in the rain,
and
out
I just
into
think
the
it's
rain.
like it's not a fade for fade's sake. It's a fade that you could not end that song any other way. It's just.
I have a decommissioned DVD player sitting back there in the garage somewhere. It's the last thing I have to play CDs on.
Oh shit!
And I have a feeling that listening to as I'm sure lots of people who love their vinyl and fuck off most people listen to MP3s and streaming and that sort of stuff, and that's how I've listened to this stuff for a very long time. And I have a feeling that is one of the things that gets cut out, because I've never made that, and I've listened so carefully to these albums, and I just don't know.
Clearly.
If that,
Yeah, no, it's worth going back and trying to hear it, because that little part, it's so quiet, but it always fucked me up from years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
it is good.
Oh, you too? It's like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Rob. I mean, I did a whole theater piece on this fucking song. This song's
man, you
slades
are the
me.
coolest.
Slades me.
Hey, guess,
All right,
hey,
so-
guys, what you know what would be a good one too? Remember when they peed in a bucket?
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, what
that
was
was
in
at the
that,
ending. That was the middle
was
body
it?
bag.
Yeah,
That was
the middle
a
bag.
body bag.
That's best.
And then
sound
when they
effect.
lit the laughs when they do the
Best sound effect, but also let's take a pause, since we all talked about now, right? Our that was the best song closing. Best sound effect, pee for sure. But
Pee in a
now for
bucket.
me also goes in the arcade cabinet for
yes,
some bodies, right?
yeah,
Where they recorded the arcade cabinet
arcade
from
game.
the D&D
yeah,
D&D arcade game.
mm-hmm,
From that top-down arcade cabinet.
mm-hmm,
That's that sound that sounds like a bug that's about to escape its chrysalis.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
yep.
Yeah, I love that. What other sound
have to
effects
listen
can
to
we
it
think
again.
of?
Oh, widgets full of them.
Widgets full of them. It's fucking great.
Squeaky toys.
Oh, the squeaky toys!
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Another
Jump,
thing
right?
that are not on
Jump.
that are not on
Craig Bucci did those.
demo, and it makes a huge difference to have those fucking toys in those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although those demos slay.
There's tons of bits and pieces on 0 + 2 = 1. I can't pick them out exactly, but there's.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But they're more integrated in, I think, in
Yeah,
a way
yeah.
that these other ones are more sort of like, oh no, that's a piss bucket, right? Like you just know. All right, so best
Wait, what was
musical.
the one where they where they were singing along with it too? Oh, that was what was that?
I wanted it all. That's Lost, right?
Yes,
Lost.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Lost.
That's right. That's right. And we talked about that in the song. I don't know that all of you
Yeah.
thought that, but I for sure
I
Andy's
didn't
there
hear
going,
it.
or not
Yeah,
Andy, but
or
Rob
John.
is going like, or John's going like, oh, it sounds so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so
Yeah.
fucking good. I love that.
Yeah.
Good
know.
call. Good pull. Good pull.
All right.
All right. So next one is best musical break. Best musical break, meaning a
Oh,
portion of a song that breaks out of the rest of it and is pure instrumental for a portion of time. Not an interstitial. Happy Bridge is not allowed. All right. So what else we got here? Michelle, how about you? You got anything?
Oh, I went back to my old standby, boys. The live version of Two Lips.
Oh,
Does that count? Does that count? I mean, come
Well,
on.
I'll give it to you, but that's
there's
more
some
vocal.
vocals
That's
in
more
there.
like
Musical break.
that's banter into stuff.
No,
I mean,
it
the
was a
music.
musical
It's a musical
break.
break in that there's no music.
Oh yeah. Well, you said
meant more
musical
like-
break.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
That's fucking
that's
great.
what I'm
No,
I
writing.
love it.
I wrote
I think I got what you meant. Yeah.
I love it.
That's what I wrote.
It's a
What are
break from the
yours?
music. Matthew, how about yours? Oh, no, I'll do
What-
mine first. Okay.
yeah.
So at first I had "Give Me the Push" because I love that fucking musical break. Again, open D, playing the G. But I think "Slowly Melting" is absolutely
Yeah.
just fucking top
Oh
tier.
yes,
Melt my
yes.
fucking brain,
Yeah.
make me diarrhea. Like
Have you
that shit
seen
is
that
like-
yet? Have
Oh,
you seen it
yes.
yet?
Oh yes.
Did you
I-
jizz?
I screamed and hugged the 50-year-old man next to me as we wept in joy that Slowly Melting was being played. We literally looked at each other and were like, "Oh fuck!" and gave each other hugs as my children banged their heads next to me. It was a absolute top tier moment in my entire life.
Honey.
There you go.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
So it was fucking great. But Slowly Melting, that fucking
Yep.
musical break is I mean, just give me a fucking break. It's incredible.
John's yelling some shit in there too. I know he is.
Oh, he is
In,
for sure.
in,
Huh,
in
huh,
there. So,
ha!
yeah.
And I've got a subcategory here that we'll talk about in a second.
That's what
But
he's
first,
totally playing when he yells that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Matthew.
God.
Metronome. So one that I put.
Wait, what?
When it is-
Great.
They
Where
just
John
break it
like
out.
really like breaks out and shit, and he so good, so good,
They just
So
go.
good.
Yeah.
so fucking good.
Widget as well.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Widget.
Widge. Oh,
I mean, that
the
whole thing
Widge.
is kind of a musical break, but that's
Yeah,
fucking
it's
great.
true.
That's
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Wow.
All right, so
best musical break.
what reminded me of this category is because of slowly melting. So I'm giving my game away here a little bit, but is best use of keyboards, and for me,
Oh,
that
come
is
on.
slowly melting because it sounds like a fucking lead guitar, and it's fucking incredible, and I
Oh.
fucking love it. But there's other great keyboard songs. So I mean, again, I've already said the end of Slade. I think uses piano to great effect. But there's keyboards in a bunch of songs. Lifelike is fucking great for keyboards. I love that. I'm very
Right.
fond of the original version and John's version. You guys got any? This is a new category, but any favorite
Can I
keyboard?
cheat? Can I
votes?
cheat in a
I
roundabout
can't-
way?
Say whatever the
Can't
fuck you
think
want.
offhand.
I threw this in there.
Well, I'm gonna mention the song that was composed on keyboards, like some of them.
Obsessed.
Yes.
Yes, Obsessed was an original keyboard song. Maybe not had him in the end, but it was fucking made on keyboards. So I'll give you that.
and then he asked the guys to play it on a fretboard.
Yep.
And it sucked for them.
My-
and they
my-
did it though.
God, John is just one of the best fucking hardcore composers of all time. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Absolutely.
Oh shit. All right. Anyways, that was a weird one. So that we've done best opening, best song closing. All right, best musical break. All right. Best song title.
Oh, I'd like
best
this.
song title. Michelle, what's your choice?
Okay, I'm pulling shit out of my ass, but like Teresa, give me that knife. I love that.
That's great.
I like
great.
that. It's clever. And Matthew, you saw a picture and it was kind of cool. Big Dick. It's so
She likes big dicks. What are you gonna do?
well no,
good.
but and I cannot
Yeah.
lie. No, I
Exactly.
think it's just absurd.
It is.
And
absurd.
I like
Fucking
Who
great.
Fucked Who, even though it should be Who Fucked Whom. Right, Matthew?
It's true.
But it's a good
Nice.
question. Who fucked who?
I hear whiskey being decanted.
Hey,
We gotta watch that. Though,
it's
'cause
going down now.
Last time we recorded,
All right. Those are also
was a little
good.
bit of an accident with the Metaxa.
Yeah, exactly. Those are good
Uh-huh.
choices.
A Metaxident.
Matthew, a Metaxident. Matthew, that's the episode title. Matthew, I'm interested to know your. God, I'm drunk. I'm interested to know your favorite song.
I am a
title.
little bit too, and I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my favorite song title of all songs, actually, not No Means No One's, is actually not a No Means No song.
Oh,
So I just thought I'd mention it
What?
just because it's such an evocative phrase.
okay. Let me hear it.
Wait, can he do that? He can't do that.
Of
Can
course
I'm
he?
just
he can. He
saying,
can do
I-
whatever the fuck he wants.
I will say the No Means No one, but my favorite song title is Beneath the Waves and Ocean by
Beneath
Future
the
of
waves
the Left
and ocean.
and
Nice.
Ocean. Beneath
And-
the waves,
beneath the waves
and Ocean.
the ocean. Oh, I like that. That's very.
I don't even know
evocative.
what you're
I
talking
think about that a lot.
I
think
love
about
that.
that a
That's
lot.
fucking great.
It's
I'm
a
not going to
t-
be able
it's
to
a
stop
tunnel.
thinking about that.
Exactly.
fucking amazing.
Right? Fucking 5
Yeah.
words, so evocative.
Yeah.
And the song's really good too. Anyway, yeah, Future of the Left. If you're ever looking for a band that can
You've recommended
fill,
them before, and I have not dived
fill
in. So I
your
need to.
your No Means No cravings, it's the closest thing I've ever found is Future of the Left and McCloskey.
God knows
But
we
maybe
need
Future of the Left more so. Yeah.
Hmm.
But my favorite No Means No song title is "And That's Sad."
Oh,
Nice.
Grammarly.
I love it.
I just like it because it is super evocative. Just those
Yeah.
3 words. It just sort of suggests everything that came before. It causes you to fill it all in.
Yeah.
I like
very
that.
relatable,
That's
but-
cool.
But infinite depth. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
Michelle, how about you?
I already did it.
Did
I
you?
already did. Teresa, give me that knife.
Oh,
Big
that's right.
Dick,
Sorry,
and
that's
who
me.
who fucked
Thank
who?
you.
Whom?
As you can
I
see,
think
I'm
yeah.
sipping
It's
my
your
whiskey.
it's your
So
yeah.
best song title for me is a tie. Not a tie. I have 2. My top one is 0 + 2 = 1 because I think that
It's got numbers in it.
it's- Well, it's not just numbers. Like it is numbers, but those numbers
nonsense.
explode into a bazillion layers
Yeah.
of meaning for me, right?
Yeah.
And layers of
Mhm.
unmeaning, both at the same time. It's one of those
Mhm.
things that's like looking at a kaleidoscope. It's like my brain wants to deal with it and pull it apart, and then also contends with the fact that it's not meant to be pulled apart. So
Right.
those 2 things in frisson are just delicious. to
That's a
my
good answer. Yeah.
brain.
Yes. I like that.
The other one is a song that I don't love, although I like, is "Dance of the Headless Bourgeoisie." I think that the rhyme, the way that trips on the tongue, I just love that "Dance of the Headless Bourgeoisie." I think it's a nice thing to say. I think it sounds great to say.
And it's not cat sex and not.
I can say it better than
I
cat
know.
sex. So that would be my. Those are my
Honey.
two. But 0 + 2 = 1 is by far, I think, much higher than dance.
Yeah.
All right. Best album cover. I'll go first. It's Wrong. I mean, they're all great. 0 + 2 is iconic. I love it. But there's a reason Wrong lives on forever. There's a reason I have these 3 Andy created posters in the background. The red, the black, the graininess, the cow mask. Like those
I
are
need
just,
those.
it's like nothing else. I don't know. It was just like delivered from heaven. It's just pitch perfect. It's fucking perfect. So, excuse me. For me, it's Wrong. Michelle, how about you?
I had 2 answers, Wrong and 0 + 2 = 1. I love the 0 + 2 = 1.
Same
remember
as me.
when
It's great.
remember when I found that in that restaurant
in the wild? Yeah.
in the women's bathroom?
Perfect.
I was drying my hands because I washed them after
I
I went to the bathroom. Washed my hands, dried it, took a look to the left, and shit my pants
Christ.
after I'd already gone to the bathroom.
It used to be out in the rest of the restaurant.
No,
and you
it
know
was
what?
in the women's bathroom.
Do you know what? That was literally a dance of the headless bourgeoisie in that photo.
Yeah.
True enough.
There we go.
Yeah.
Matthew, how about you?
Small Parts.
I love it. That's fucking great.
0 + 2 is a close second.
Yeah, nice. Very good. Very good.
It's terrifying, whatever that fucking thing is.
Rob drew
it's
it.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And they had that as like a giant blown up fucking like drawing like sheet behind them on fabric for a bunch of their tours, I think. Or not a bunch of that tour, which I don't know whatever happened to it.
Whatever
got
that
a lot of
thing
pluses and
it's
zeros
like
in it.
And swastikas.
Worm thrust out of hell,
well.
and then of course everything
There's
else
a swastika in there?
Yeah, man, they're talking about like darkness and fucking it's all the dark stuff.
And the colors are so fucking awful.
They're awful in the best way. It's fucking
exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
It's
Rob drew that.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
It's fucking great.
That finger looking thing, he drew that.
The organ bagpipe thing, yeah.
Pure gold.
Yeah.
All right, so best group vocals. Best group vocals.
This one was the hardest one for me.
This is hard as shit. I do not think I've picked a good one.
I do.
I don't have a good answer. Michelle, let's hear you first.
I got 3. Valley of the Blind, I Am Wrong, and I Think You Know.
I Am Wrong? Is it not just Andy, though?
No, when they're doing that choir, when they're building, I don't know. It sounds like more than one person.
All Andy, though. So I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give that to you. That's a built vocal, but I think that's all Andy. I don't think anyone else is singing in that
song. Well,
but that's fine. Big. That's fine. That's great.
All right, Valley
really
of the Blind.
Layer it in.
Isn't there like great. 1 or 2 voices? Yes.
Oh, for sure.
And I Think You Know.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's him and Rob masterfully passing back and forth. That fucking
John can't do it because he's too goddamn busy.
It's too hard doing that. You can't sing and play that song.
No.
Now, Matthew, how about you?
Well, I wrote down Joy.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Top tier choice.
And then I wrote down 2 Lips, 2 Lungs, and 1 Tongue.
Yes.
Oh fucking hell yes! That is so good.
But I think
so good.
The one that I have to choose as my favorite is The Fall.
The Fall is so good. The Fall was on my list too. The Fall and Actually Now were my 2 together.
Yeah. That's
those 2 together. I think they really blended very well, right? Like to use their voices together in different ways, not just doubling, but it's those are fucking great.
And if I didn't think that it was maybe, ripped off from or inspired by the name of the band The Fall, because I know they listened to The Fall, I might have chosen The Fall as my favorite song title. But that's sad.
I don't think it's ripped off from Sartre though, because that's a Sartre term.
Okay,
it's a philosophical term. Sartre talked about the fall, and that's what that song's about. It's about existentialism. Then. Yeah. So, and maybe the fall got it from there too, right?
That's what I'm thinking. They're cousins.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about
but I think they're pulling from the same source rather than the fall pulling from, or rather than No Means No pulling from the fall. So that's interesting.
But they are not talking about autumn.
No.
Or tripping.
They're talking about the first fall of man. All right, excellent. Well,
wait, what did you pick? Did you pick stuff?
Yeah, I picked Now, and also I sanctioned the rest of your. I also think The Fall as well.
Excuse me.
Before we move into the second part of this, which is not going to be half, it's only going to be a few. Are there any other bests that you guys can think of that you'd want to fucking throw out there?
Best
Any other
Andy
weird
guitar
categories?
solo. Best Andy guitar solo.
How about best song to see live?
Best song to see live. Now that's hard for me because I'm only second era, right?
Yeah,
Post
true.
Andy. The River. I mean, like, I can't even say without hesitation that song, as I've talked
the two
about,
drummers, you mean?
was
The two
responsible
drummers?
to one of my like religious experiences in a concert venue, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
lost myself entirely in that.
Yeah.
What about you, Matthew? What about your best song live?
Oh, I just have no memory. I was so excited to be at No Means No Songs. I have very, very few. Just
Aw.
being at any of them.
I love that.
Michelle, how about you?
What was the question?
What song? Wait, let's reframe this. Let's reframe this. Let's reframe this. If you could, as I've talked about before, take a time machine and do what we would all do if we actually got a time machine and appear in the back of a venue, which song would you want to hear live?
I would have him
most?
do my favorite song. Oh my God. I would have him do my favorite song.
Tired of Waiting.
Yes.
Okay. Matthew, what would you hear live?
I would strip nude and throw all my
you've maybe
clothes on the
never heard.
stage.
Well, you've heard more than we have, so maybe that's not a fair question.
Yeah, jerk.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's tough.
Christ.
It's tough, and yeah, it's like would you bring Andy back
Canadian
or
privilege.
Yeah, it's not that much. I only saw Andy play, I think, once or twice. I wasn't old enough.
Oh, okay,
to get
that's good to
emotional.
know. I had in my head that you saw more, so that's good.
No, because I wasn't. He left.
Yeah.
91.
Yeah.
Is when he left.
I think somewhere around there.
Yeah.
What about stock taking? God, if you saw that live with him singing it.
Well,
Jesus.
I mean, for me,
I only could get into bars in '93.
The two songs that I never saw them play live, that I don't know that would be as good anyway, but that were my favorite songs, were Slade and Mary. Like they never played those live
Slade.
for me ever,
Mm-hmm.
and I just would have killed to hear both of those
I think I've
songs
seen
live.
Mary. Mary is a motherfucker. Mary is a
Mary fucking
fucker.
slays, but they never played them live
does.
when I ever saw them, so I never got to see them. And those were the two for me that were always like, please, can you put them on the roster? But they just never did.
Oh.
All right, well, let's move on to it's not a second half. We don't have another half left, but a second little bit, which are the really dumb topic, which are the worsts. Da 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 da. So, Michelle, I'm going to let you go first because it's certainly going to be the same as mine. It's going to be the same as mine.
Oh.
What's the most unfortunate No Means No lyric?
Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Something about cutting off somebody's pinky and sticking it up.
You can stick it up your ass
and call it
stinky.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and Byron, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna say it. Byron, when we interviewed, what's his toots?
Invasives.
He had thoughts about that. He didn't agree.
He loved it.
No, he does. He does. But oh,
good for
please.
Him. Good for him. Don't love it. Matthew, how about you? Do you have a least favorite lyric?
Is it call it stinky or fuck a baby?
Is it?
What?
Oh, that's also pretty close. That's
wait a
pretty close.
minute.
That's pretty close.
Wait.
Mondo Nilismo 2000 has that line about like if we can go to fucking South America.
I think that one's worse. I think that one's
it's
worse.
pretty worse.
It is worse.
You're right. You know what?
But you asked
You're
for okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That is
no,
unfortunate.
Michelle. Yours is also unfortunate. But you know what? Mondo Nilismo 2000. That line is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who agreed to that? I want to know.
Yeah, I saw a tour on the internet. I can't even remember what it is. I've blocked it out. I know most of them by heart. I do not know that one by heart, and I will never know it by heart. So, okay, good. So here's the next worst. Worst opening song. Matthew, what's your worst opening song?
I don't think it's worse. I think
Least
it's maybe
favorite.
just a poor choice. This story must be told on Dance. I think is maybe not the best opener for me.
Hard disagree. Okay, good. I like this. This is where it's getting spicy. All right. I love it. The story must be told. Cannot be told for Matthew. Michelle, how about you?
Can I
What's your
tell you
least
something about
favorite
this
opening?
category?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something about this category. I looked up all the albums and I looked up all the first songs. I didn't have an answer.
It's fine. You don't have to have an answer.
So I have a pass or a
You can have a pass. I have
I'm
one.
having a pass.
Mine is "Wake Up." I don't even consider it a song. That song just blows right over my head. I don't even fucking think of it as a No Means No song. To me, it's like, what is this? Okay, let me skip it. It's not bad, I
I
guess.
don't know.
It just
Eggs and
doesn't sit
bacon?
in my
Come
head
on.
at all. That's
I
fine.
could
It's a
use
good
some eggs and
line.
bacon.
But as a
Yeah.
song, I'm just like, I don't know. It feels non-consequential. I don't even fucking rate it. It's like, it's a skip for me. Yeah. It's the least impactful.
All right.
It's a fantastic cell phone alarm.
Yeah.
But that's where it goes for me. All right.
Okay.
Living is
worst-
free, maybe. I don't know, too. It's maybe
Living
not
is
so-
free so good.
Oh,
Give
come
me a break.
on.
It may not be the
Maybe
best
not be
opener,
the best-
though.
That's what I
It may not
mean.
be the best sequencing.
No.
But it's such a good song.
Yeah, it's-
Although
yeah.
I do love I love the fact that they're ballsy enough to open an album with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking ballsy.
No, but yeah.
Shit.
But
I think
that's what they
I
did their
gotta
whole career.
Stick
Yeah.
with dance. This is just not
But
my.
Wake
Alright.
Up. I'm sorry. Okay,
No,
worst
please.
closing song. I'm not going first because
Oh,
mine's already.
shit.
We know this.
Oh
Matthew,
shit!
let's go
I don't
want
want to do it.
It's same as
I don't want to
yours.
do it.
Okay, same as mine. All right, Michelle, what's yours?
I don't want to say it. You're gonna hang up the phone.
Say it. I don't care. You're gonna say.
I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna hang up the phone.
Okay, I'll end the call.
You're gonna be disgusted.
If you fucking say
Oh
what I think you're
no!
gonna say, this
Oh,
podcast
no, what do you-
is canceled.
I know.
If you're gonna say all lies, I'm gonna cancel.
I
this podcast.
did say all.
You motherfucker.
Oh my god! I know.
It's
I
okay.
know.
It's okay. You can be wrong.
No,
You can be wrong.
And you
did
are
write
Justify
that.
your decision.
I know.
Justify your decision. Tell me why, Michelle. Tell me
I
why.
Because I was almost there and it was over. You know?
Wrong. So wrong.
Hey.
So wait, you're telling me that All Lies is a worse album closer than Beat on the fucking Brat?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Matthew,
Listen.
can you?
Oh,
I
okay.
think is Rolf available for the podcast? Because I think we're gonna need someone for round 3 because this is like.
Oh,
Well,
come
he's
I don't
taking
think
leave.
you can-
He's taking leave from work right now, so
Come
yeah,
on.
maybe. Just unfortunately, wrong landmass.
Tell me, no, this is good. This is good content. Tell me how Beat on the Brat is not better, is not worse by infinite
because I
leagues than
think
All Lies.
I think the ending of that is just blasphemy. All right, you're
What?
gonna end that album with that song? Come on.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
I
is
said
good,
it.
actually. This is good
I
because
said
it
it.
shows. Here's my positive spin on this. It shows the absolute deep, like, wagon ruts, and I mean that in a good way, that No Means No listeners can appreciate this band from. Because I can absolutely appreciate how All Lies is a song that for some No Means No listeners, and I don't mean this disparagingly at all, but the No Means No listeners who are going to be
You
like,
kind of do.
fucking,
probably.
oh no, I don't actually, for
okay.
real.
All
The
right.
kind of No Means No listeners that are like, oh no, Bruno is pinnacle No Means No. 100%. I get it. All Lies is gonna be
Yeah.
on the opposite end of the spectrum. For those of us who are like, oh no, Bruno's a good song, but fucking give me a break. I'm on the 0+2 spectrum, right? Like,
Yeah.
give me that All Lies fucking shit. This is how widely this band masters these different kinds of
Yeah.
songwriting. So I'm gonna absolutely say I give it up to you. That's
All right. I said
don't
it.
denigrate you. I think you're fucking insane, but I'm not gonna denigrate it. Matthew,
All
how
right.
about you back me up a little bit on this?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, being on the back is like garbage.
It's garbage. Tell me that fucking Bitches Brew is not the chef's kiss ending to the
They
one.
should have left it.
It is the chef's kiss ending. There's no need for Beat on the Brat.
That's when
It
you're in a
ruins it.
restaurant. That's when you're in a restaurant. You just ate something really good, but you know what? You got to pay the bill.
No, it's when
Who
you're at
wants
a
to pay the
party
bill?
and you've had a really good time and it's time to go and the party's winding down and you sit back down on the couch and you have that last fucking beer
and
it
it
makes
fucks
you
you
throw
up and it ruins it. And
Yeah,
it makes
exactly.
you
Oh,
throw up.
whatever.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Audience, pick sides. All right, so now we've got worst album sequencing.
Oh boy.
Worst album sequencing. Michelle, you're on the hot seat because I'm mad
Michelle had a no answer for this because I don't
Oh,
think like
pussy.
that. I don't
God
think
damn it.
like that. I am a pussy because I
No, I
don't
mean you're
think
right.
like
You're right.
that.
There is no good answer here. There is no good answer. I mean, we
I don't
cannot
even
choose.
like.
We also can't choose one down, one to go because that doesn't count. That's a compilation album.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think we
I
absolutely should. I looked at it all. All
all
of
right,
it.
that's fair.
EPs, compilation albums,
The word
albums.
worst.
We
The
didn't
word
even
worst
talk
doesn't
about.
belong to any of these, right?
No,
Like
no,
it's
no.
We
Of course
didn't
bullshit.
even
not.
talk
This is the one
about
that
the
doesn't really
Jello
work as
Biafra
well.
shit. What
No, we
about
didn't.
I don't count
about
it.
the Jello Biafra album?
I still
Okay.
don't count it. I love it way more than I did than I used to, but I don't count it in this because it wasn't. It had another ingredient. Matthew, do you have an answer for this? You don't have to.
I think they messed wrong up. Just my own response
Oh,
to
because of
it.
the added things.
Because of the
Like
added
the-
things. But even before,
no, that's not fair. That's
even
not
before
fair.
they did it, though, like that's how I experienced it. I had the tape. The tape
Yeah.
is right there, right here.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep, I know
right
where mine
here,
is.
there it is.
Yeah, I have one of those.
But yeah, the Life in Hell and I Am Wrong kind of just it threw it off for me, and that was before I even knew that there was a different
I don't disagree.
like experience,
I don't
and
disagree.
that is
Those
the
songs
only
are
album.
Beautiful. Those songs are beautiful, but they
Yeah.
They weren't the original arc.
Exactly,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying. Having listened to, it's the only album where I would stop it and go back to another part and rewind or whatever. Like I wouldn't let it play all the way through. So I gotta say, wrong.
Okay.
But had I experienced it in its original LP version, then I might think differently.
That's where I'm coming
I think
from.
that's fair. I think that's
And
fair.
yeah, I don't
Wow.
know. Maybe Dance isn't great either.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it up there. Yep, I agree. Dance is not great.
I need more
Actually-
monitors. I need to see this list.
I actually put
Goddamn.
I put Ausfahrt there not because it's bad, but because it's unremarkable to me in terms of sequencing. I don't feel like it matters what order the songs go. I don't feel like I don't feel like one song carries me into the next. I feel like each song is on its own, and I don't think there's a 1-2 punch on that album. Period for me, right? Every other album has at least like 2 songs that go together where I'm like, oh fuck, you couldn't separate those. I don't feel like any of that's true on Ausfahrt. I could mix that shit up on shuffle and wouldn't really matter as far as I'm concerned. So I just don't know that it was. I don't know that there's a better sequencing, but I don't know that sequencing mattered as much on that one as they did on other ones. So that was my answer. All right, last of the worsts. This is really dumb. Worst album cover. Worst album cover. I'll go first. I love all their album covers, but I think Dance is my least favorite. I don't think the Photoshop is that great. I don't love the bloom behind Tom.
Oh my god.
I think it's great. I love them all. So this is not saying it's bad,
Aaron,
but
I'm sorry you said that.
It's my least favorite of them. I don't know why, but
are
it's
you
not
talking
bad.
about the messed up one or the one that they intended?
Either. I just don't.
Well, the messed up one,
don't
yeah.
love it. I just don't love it. It's okay.
They released the back cover on the front cover.
Here's what it is.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't.
It was a mistake.
I don't love photographic covers. Period. So in my sense, I don't like covers that are manipulated photographs. I like art, and every other single one of theirs, other than Live and Cuddly, which has its own thing, is a piece of art in its own right. And this is not. It's a Photoshop, and I don't. It's like, okay, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. When I say worst, it's of a brilliant set of beautiful things, but it's my least favorite of those beautiful things.
Okay.
Yeah. Michelle, how about you?
I think that Wrong album cover sucks. I mean, who the fuck puts a cow?
Full of shit.
All right. No, I have 2 answers, and I don't think you're going to like them.
That's fine.
It's just because they don't do anything for me.
Okay. It's fine. I mean, you're clearly wrong about a lot of things. So.
One and Ausfahrt.
Okay, Ausfahrt, I'm not going to disagree. I don't love it. It's not the worst, but one, I love it.
I don't know.
I think it's just the simplicity of its anyway. But I hear you.
Yeah.
I'll
okay.
give you that.
Yep. All right. Okay. Yep.
I love you. You could be wrong about that too. Matthew, how about you?
One is a little bit worse than the other just because of contrast and color choice and everything like that. But it's the typography. World Head and Mr. Happy suck so much. They're so
Mr.
bad.
Mr. Happy.
Terrible typography. Absolutely.
The typography's not great on Mr. Happy, but I'm so
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know why. The way
it's
the
font,
text looks,
the way the font is
stretched,
the
it's
font
I
choice.
don't
It's
think
just
like
default bullshit. I have a
Okay.
feeling it's just fucking Helvetica or something. And
Okay.
yeah, Worldhood is
Worldhood
not
does
good.
have.
I just don't think that it's poorly printed. There isn't enough contrast.
I want to know who
The-
that guy is. Who is that
the
guy?
image kind of like blurs with the background and everything like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
the
You're
sign he's
convincing me. I think
holding
it's
is
worse.
kind of
I
this
think it's worse than Bourgeois.
orange that blends with the shitty like
Yep.
gradient that they put in. So I have a feeling that John did that in paint or some bullshit.
You know
Oh
what? You've
my
convinced
God,
me.
you
You've
snoots.
convinced me.
You
You've convinced me.
snoots.
Worldhood
It's my
is
fucking
worse than Dance.
profession,
I know. I
It
know.
is. Worldhood is worse than dance.
or
Worldhood's
one of the
worse than
professions
dance.
I have had.
Yep, I'm gonna give it to you. I will not give
Worldhood
it to
is
Mr.
worse than
Happy. I love
dance. Is that
one
what
so
you just
bad.
said?
Yeah. But I will not.
I want to
give
know who
Mr.
that
Happy.
guy is. Who is that fucking guy?
I don't know. Some guy. Just some guy, you know.
Yeah. No,
Well-
just Mr. Happy. I mean, if it would be great. It'd be great if
I like the colors.
I think they were actually trying to save money. It's a little too granular and it doesn't match the typography and the type. Anyway, it's the typography. I'm a typography.
I hear
So-
you. I hear you. That's
Hound.
a very nerd answer,
You're a
which I
hound.
totally appreciate. I just love the color choices. I love the image. I love the layout. But yeah, Worldhood is way worse, and Bourgeoisie to me is close second, or maybe over. I don't know. Anyway, but here's the real
Wow.
thing. They're all
Wow.
fucking great. All of this shit rules.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
worsts mean nothing. Any other worsts? You guys got any other shit that just drives you nuts?
Yeah.
Worst moment of the podcast? You guys voting Baldwin through? I'll say that one. Although I have a soft spot for that song now because it's fucking great. Almost won
Because you
my
have a
best
bald
title.
wang.
Almost won my title for best song because it is a great title.
Yeah.
You guys got any closing categories you want to throw out before we wrap this up?
God, I
Yeah.
wish you would have said that earlier. I would have made up something.
But
Yeah.
now we're all
Can't
too
think of
drunk.
it.
We're all too drunk.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
a
very
little.
drunk.
I'm a little legless.
I'm very tipsy. I had too much whiskey. So anyway, folks, listen, I'm not going to say anything about our cadence recording going forward, but I will say it's summer and that our hope is to do this more regularly. Will the next one be out in 2 weeks? Fuck no. But I am feeling very committed to really making the summer
We
a
have
hot
to.
no means no summer where we really
We
fucking
have
push
to.
this out. So this is us trying to get back on our game.
Yeah.
It won't be another month before you hear one.
And we
no
have to thank
promises about
Michelle
it.
for providing us with an excuse as soon as people start bugging us about, I haven't been on a good release schedule. We just go, cancer.
Yeah, it's cancer, guys.
It's cancer.
Okay,
Come
all
on,
right,
it's
all right.
cancer.
Okay.
Oh God, guys.
I got to
All right.
admit though, like people are like, "Can I get you anything? Do you need
What?
dinner? I'm gonna bring back some." I mean,
Fucking lean on it, man. Lean on that shit because that's genuine.
I gotta
and real.
milk it.
Yep.
No pun intended.
Oh!
And
Well, in that case, No Means No Thing is produced and edited. Well, it's not edited anymore. It's produced by yours truly, Jordan Flato. Edited by my boy, Parker Flato. Co-hosting, I can't even talk. Co-hosting and podcast graphics, excellent podcast graphics, are by Matthew Kowalik. Michelle, Jesus Christ. Michelle Strangest is our
wow.
third and everyone's favorite co-host
Yeah.
and official Foley artist.
Uh-oh.
Sound mixing by my boy, Parker Flato. Shout out to our official mascot, Teddy.
Teddy.
Thank you to No Means No for the use of Stock Taking as our intro and outro music. You made me a meal of milk to eat. I opened a vein, bled at your feet.
What?